And we got the screenshots, bro! We got the fucking screenshots! We got the fucking screenshots, man! Like, this is real life! These are people who fucking betrayed me! There's a lot of history that people don't know about. But the one thing is true, that like all these people who run all these games in some way, whether they admit it or not, they're inspired by all this shit that I'm doing here with this game. They all are. Every last one of them. Some of them admit it, some of them don't. That's why we have good relationships with Cosmic Shake, we have good relationships with Rehydrated. We're neutral with most of the SpongeBob games, but you can't just be disrespectful. Like, it doesn't matter what I think of how the game, like, it's funny how like the Potter community can be like, dude, this game fucking sucks, and still speedrun it. And the whole community can be like, yeah, this game is the bad one. And they still get along. It's like, it's just a personal thing, man. Like, it's not normal. It's not normal for people to be so mad about one person's opinion of a game. It's not fucking normal. No, it's not, Josh. My community is great. Everybody gets along here. If you don't, like, pay attention to what goes on with the SpongeBob shit, dude. Have you ever been in another community? Is this your first, like, genuinely, this is your first speedrun community you've been a part of? Right? This is the first one? It has to be. How can you look around to other communities where people don't have these issues and be like, this community is great? Dude, I've been here for 8 years. I've been watching and following other communities, play other games, multiple games, and they all fucking get along. No, dude. No. Well, yeah, because, like, you're in, like, the Heavy Iron community, right? Where they all, like, work on the same games. Like, yeah, I can totally see that being, like... Yeah, because you gotta work on the same games, right? Now, the speedrunning communities for SpongeBob are fucking tribal, man. And a lot of it has to do with, like, which games I say I don't like or like. Notice that, right? The games that, like... The games that I like are not the bitter ones. The games that I don't like, just for the games themselves. The actual games, not even the people who play them necessarily. Just get mad. They just get mad, dude. It doesn't help that Movie is a game that I'm not too cool with. Like, it's like, whatever. It's mid. And it doesn't help that people who play it are literally just refugees from this community. Yeah, I'm sure they're bitter that they got kicked out of the server like 5 years ago, but like they brought it on themselves for behaving the way they were behaving. I don't even think that a portion of those guys even ran the Movie game before they got kicked out. That's quite literally how it happened, dude. So many people got kicked out of this community in early 2018. And like, fuck it, let's just go run Movie. That's literally how it happened. Like, you can literally just, like, look at, like, the run submission history. They all started playing in early 2018. And we're like, fuck it, you guys can go somewhere else. Like, we're not gonna deal with this anymore. And if Purple tries to distance himself from the fact that he ran this game, and that he was a moderator, and there was, like, a weird scandal-y thing going on there with verifying one of his friends' runs, that he never explained. That he never made an effort to come out and talk about it and explain himself. It's bullshit. Like, there's always been an open ear. So I don't understand what that's all about. If that's just, like, never talked about, or, like, when this game comes up, it's like, oh, you know, I've kind of played it. Like, you were a fucking moderator on the leaderboards, dude. You were very involved in this game's community. And it's no coincidence that after that shit went down, you went and played Movie full time. That's the history they don't want you to know. I'm not the only person who's fucking talked about this either. The same thing, Conker's talked about the same thing in his videos. Conker's much more neutral on it because he wasn't on the mod team at the time, but I just find it strange that like it's just so swept under the rug. Like it doesn't want to be talked about. In fact, that's how that shit started. Like I can't remember the timeline of whether that happened before or after the mass bans in 2018, but like there's a lot of shit that community doesn't want to talk about that did happen. There's a lot of lore. And I don't forget anything. I don't fucking forget anything, dude. So yeah, it just seems like another like attempt to like distance from this community and like discredit in some way. But we all know, anybody with eyes and ears can tell that that community is entirely built off the clout this game gained. It's literally just the punk rock battle for Bikini Bottom. It's battle for Bikini Bottom without shift and without interesting tech and a shit ton of filler. But like they'll still take it instead of having to deal with shift. And I'm not the only one who feels this way, and it's legit. Like I've had people come over here from that community and agree like that's just how it is. Like after spending enough time in that community, they're just like, all right, I kind of see what's going on now, and I'm over here. Literally, some of them are my mods. So. This isn't a talk shit about purple stream. This is a hold people accountable for saying shit stream. Like if you're gonna say that you kind of ran the game in the past, like you're leaving out a lot there, man. You're leaving out a lot of shit there. I'm sure they've never fucking talked about the fact that I literally put money out of my own pocket and raised money on my stream. I used to be a very charitable person, man. I used to give a lot of money to these people and try to encourage people to play these games, but at some point I just like literally like slowly over time, like the prize pots went away, and then the races went away, and then the tutorials went away, and then the charities went away. Because like every time I do shit, like everybody wants to focus on like the negative things, like the mistakes I've made, but they never focus on the good things I've done. So after a while I'm just like, fuck it, dude, like this is the year that I focus on my stream. And we did a subathon. It was so fucking astoundingly successful. And the best part was, it was fucking doing it with movie. Like literally taking a game they couldn't fucking get to take off for half a decade and doing it in 1 month in a way that'll never be done again with that game, ever. I can't even get people to watch that game anymore. You know it's fucking over. And then, to make things better, anybody who was like, oh, he was only able to do it because of movie, it lasted 50 more days after movie ended, and we weren't even playing SpongeBob games during that time. So nobody can fucking say anything, and they hate it. They fucking hate that they can't say anything. All they can say is that I scammed people, or that I didn't deserve to make that much money. But I fucking won. I won in every fucking possible way. I fucking won. Nobody can fucking say anything now, and they hate it. They fucking hate it. Some of these people in this rage server that fucking built up over that year are just like, ugh, oh, he's killing the game. He's killing... You killed the game! You are the reason why these games are dead. Because you didn't fucking appreciate what you had, and now it's gone. And I'm still here! I'm still here! I just had a subathon that lasted for a month and I got 27,000 subs. I'm still doing fine. You could have been a part of this, but you chose not to. And they fucking hate it. They hate that they just couldn't stick with the game. They couldn't just be any sort of fucking part of it. It's not like you even have to play it. You just have to not be an asshole. They couldn't even go that far. Fucking Jelly Swagger sitting in there acting like he's my friend. Talking shit about me saying I killed this game. You fucking killed this game, man. You are as much a part of killing this game as anybody else. Fucking Ringo Tongo sitting in there jerking off Sean Schweppes for giving $500 to pay his rent. I gave that motherfucker $200 weeks before he went in that server and talked shit about me. I never asked for it back. This fucking jerk, just on a fucking stupid little last minute decision. He goes off to fucking go home early because he couldn't commentate my run on pace because he had to get back to class. So then he fucking decides last minute that he doesn't want to do this, and I fucking pay him to go home late. I paid for his fucking train tickets. I paid for everything. I paid for the gas money to drive them around that whole fucking week. And they don't fucking appreciate it, and they say that I fucking killed this community when they're just fucking jealous assholes who never did anything. They never fucking did anything, bro. That's not even fucking true entirely, because Ringo actually did shit for this community. He actually helped with the leaderboards. He actually helped facilitate discussions about tricks when they were in discussion of being banned or allowed or category split. But he changed, man. He fucking got addicted to pot and just became a fucking burnout. And he blames me for it. All these motherfuckers need to be called out, man. All these motherfuckers need to leave the fucking internet. And they're out here talking like I'm the one who killed this fucking community. All the great people who used to care gave up because it got too hard. The game got too hard and they didn't get enough viewers to justify it. And I'm still here. I'm still here. So whose fault is it? It must be his fault because he's taken all the viewers and he keeps succeeding. Why is he succeeding? Why is Shift in my DMs explaining how to build a stream and I'm not listening? It must be his fault for not reaching up my fucking ass and doing it for me. How the mighty have fallen, man. This community was fucking genuinely something special when people are actually on the same page and not expecting one person to do everything back in 2019. I don't think those history videos would have happened in the current timeline. Yes, he was. He was in that fucking hate server just like everybody else. Oh, Sean, thanks for paying me $500 to eat poison, man. Oh, you're just the best guy ever. Just disregarding, like, literally I'm fucking, like, giving that guy hundreds of dollars, like, weeks before. Just to, like, get him home. So you have to fucking, like fucking eat fucking Taco Bell or cereal for the next week. This fucking prick has blamed me for everything that is wrong with him. You guys think that, like, the movie shit is bad. It goes deep! It goes real deep! This is real life, man. This is real fucking life. I just feel bad. Like, I had to walk away from all of it, man. Like, I can't trust anybody anymore. I feel bad because, like, Jared got caught in the crossfire. Like, I don't know who to trust anymore. I can't be involved with any of these people anymore. Because they're all liars. Like, I just can't do it, man. I can't set myself up like this again. To just get fucked over by these people. It's literally cost me money. Like, it sucks that, like, some people that, like, didn't do anything wrong, like, I just can't anymore. But, like, life is life, man. Like, people that I never would have thought would be in that fucking server were in there. Just so fucking ungrateful, man. Could not be more fucking ungrateful. And, like, you should have seen this fucking prick in my DMs after I caught him in that server. He's like, dude, it's Jelly! Jelly's the one who's telling me to hate you! Fucking worm. That's actual worm shit. You're acting like a fucking worm, man. You can't even take responsibility for the shit that you said. Blaming your friend, and you're gonna fucking go right back to him like nothing happened after you fucking get done in my DMs telling me how Jelly is the reason why this all happened. You're gonna go right back to him and start hanging out with him again. We're fucking on a call, like talking about how we're worried about Jared after Pace, and then he's just like fucking like, oh, you know, Jared, man. Like, he's just mad because he's broken. He doesn't fucking work a job and blah, blah. You know that shit never got back to him. You know that none of this shit got back to anybody. Such a fucking joke. And I bet he went to Jared and, like, said some different shit, right? Like, he probably just like, oh, the first thing I gotta do is make sure that Jared's on my side, right? When I'm, like, done. I'm not even playing this game anymore. I'm checked out. Like, I'm not fucking talking to any of these people anymore, man. Like, I don't know who's talking to who or who's saying what. All I know is that these people are fucking snakes and I can't trust any of them. I genuinely don't think that Jared did anything wrong, man. It's just unfortunate. Like, it's just genuinely unfortunate that things had to happen this way. All because one person. Literally, it's just one person. Like, I don't care, like, who's whispering in your ear telling you that Shift is the worst person ever. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, it's, you chose to fucking say those things and do those things. He literally lied about my relationship with Ash that I had 5 or 6 years ago in that server. Saying that I broke up with her because she didn't run the game. The reason why I broke up with her is nobody's fucking business. And I'm not even on bad terms with her. I'm on good terms with all my exes. But, like, somehow I'm, like, the bad guy. Like, I'm evil. People are just fucking miserable, dude. Literally, this guy ruined everything. And, like, honestly, like there's so many other people who are equally to blame as well. He's just the dumbest of all of them, though. Like, he was stupid enough to just say it out loud. But there are plenty of people who are thinking the same shit that he's thinking, but just wouldn't say it. At least he had the guts to say it somewhere. He was stupid enough to say it in a public place where I was gonna find it. And he didn't have the guts to stand his ground when I saw it. He didn't fucking defend. He literally flipped 180 and just changed all of his opinions like a deer in headlights as soon as I saw that shit. What's up, man? How's it going? Everybody's getting talked about today. Everybody's getting laid out today. Literally everybody's fucking getting laid out. I've kept quiet about so much shit over the past 8 years. This is literally the fucking tip. This is shit that happened in the past, like, year and a half! This is a year and a half of shit! And we got the screenshots, bro! We got the fucking screenshots! We got the fucking screenshots, man! Like, this is real life! These are people who fucking betrayed me! And then you're like, oh, he's so fucking miserable. Shift, you're changing, man! You're changing! My cat has cancer, everybody fucking hates me, and all I did was try! What did I do to deserve all this? And I still fucking come on here every single day and stream this game, and make a joke out of it, and laugh about it. Ha! I think it's funny! I think it's funny because everybody fucking lives a great fucking life except for me. At least I have money, right? Because money's the solution to everything. At least my net worth is like 400 grand, because if it weren't for that, all I'd have is this fucking game and all the motherfuckers who tell me to stop playing it all the time. When I get twice my view count when I'm sitting here in a Lala costume doing Tubby Custard for 340 people at 6 in the morning. But nobody fucking shows up for this. Because am I just a fucking, am I a joke to everybody? Am I a joke to everybody? Am I a joke? What did I do, man? God, what did I do? Hey, God, what did I do? Please tell me. All I've done was fucking give people money. All I've done was give people money for all these years and support their fucking hobbies and interests and encourage them to try and build something with me. And then the year that I say, fuck this, I'm done waiting for you motherfuckers to get on the train. It's full send, movie ahead. Get on the movie express. It's time, baby. It's time to make $140,000 in 3 months. It's fucking time, baby. It's time to get that fucking retirement fund and those fucking ETFs so I don't have to eat cereal for the rest of my fucking life with no kids. It's time, baby. And as soon as that happens, oh man, Shift, he's changed, bro. He's fucking changed. Dude, I don't like this guy anymore. He just gave me $200 to get on a fucking train back from Maryland to Connecticut, and I still hate him. Lick my fucking nuts! Lick my nuts, man! Yeah, it's a miracle that Sonny's still around. It's been almost a year. It's been almost a year since he had his episode in November. Dude, that's the first thing that fucking happened to me, man. Like, you have these fucking stupid little baby rage channels like, oh my god, Shift is losing his mind, he's a psycho! But like, literally, like, the first thing that happened as soon as I got out of that subathon was my cat got cancer and I got COVID. So what do you fucking want from me, man? What am I supposed to do? I'm sitting here not talking about any of this shit. I'm streaming every single day, except for the one day when I had a fever of 102. I'm literally getting on here every day not complaining about this shit. And I just have little fucking babies talking behind my back or having the nerve to fucking post about it on the internet. This is my life. This is literally Shift the fucking sitcom. Because no matter what I do, I'm the bad guy, and if you don't talk, you just fucking get shit on for trying to hide something. This is my fucking life, man. This is my fucking life. God bless Sonny and God bless America. And fuck everybody else. And fuck you too! Fuck you too! Yeah, I mean, I understand that people are like, people have been asking about him and stuff, but like, I just don't know how to explain it, but like, I feel like my time with him is like my time with him now, you know? Like, I'm happy to have him on every once in a while, but like, I don't want like my one day will be like the last day, you know? And like, that needs to be like me and him, you know, nobody else. Okay, so I'm still happy to bring him on sometimes, but yeah, I don't want him to be remembered as like a prop, you know what I mean? And like, you know, there was just like, it was always like a big like interruption too, like to stop everything, and people would just like leave and shit, and that's just like, I don't know. If I'm the only one who appreciates him, then like, it only makes sense to be that way. Everybody fucking, they should all be fucking nervous, man, when I open my mouth, because they know that I've held a lot of shit in, man. They know that I've been nice, that I avoid saying people's names on my stream. They know that I've been nice for all these years. Who is he talking about? Is he talking about me? Why is he being so vague? Because they don't deserve it, dude. Like, they just don't deserve it. But now I'm like, I'm done. I don't care who fucking deserves what. This is life, man. You reap what you sow. You piss somebody off. You piss somebody off till they have nothing left but the fucking game they play. And they're still playing it, and they're still fucking getting shit. I'm tired of taking the full blame for everything. I'm tired of fucking being blamed and having fingers pointed at me for everything that ever went wrong with this fucking community. And most of it happened because nobody wanted to talk to me or listen to my side or talk to any of the people who are adjacent to me, like JBHJ or Square or any of the moderators. Nobody wants to have a fucking conversation about anything. It's so easy. I'm 2 steps away. If you don't want to talk to me about it, like, fucking tell JB something and he'll get back to me. I don't know. Like, when has he not been here? When has he not been here for this fucking community? He's always been here the whole time. There have always been ways to have your voice heard. But some people just act like I'm just impossible to reach out to. Like, my DMs are quite literally open. I'm honest with people. if you give me an apology and I don't feel it's genuine, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you know, it's okay, man. No, because, like, that's bad for everybody. You can't just go through life just not being genuine like that. I just had an apology from somebody in my DMs recently who quite literally said that, like, he went through the whole fucking process of apologizing and, like, and all that shit, and at the end he said that at the end of the day he wasn't doing it. It wasn't his own will to do it. Like, what? Like, so why'd you apologize? Like, you can't even take accountability for the apology? Why'd you bother? Is this genuine? The fuck? Like, people just can't even be accountable for good things anymore, let alone anything. Like I said earlier, like, you need to be drunk to justify having any kinds of feelings now. You can't just have a serious conversation. Nobody wants to be serious. Everyone takes themselves so seriously until they have to actually talk. Then they just won't talk. And the sad thing is, like, these are all things that could have been prevented. I was literally in person with one of these guys. And they didn't fucking say anything. I would hope I fucking changed, man. I would hope that over the years I've played this game and been through the fucking trials of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini 1 frames every fucking day. Just spearheading this game when most people don't appreciate it, overlook it, undermine it. And then I have to fucking deal with Twitter going crazy about carpetless, which is now a strat that people are doing with a fucking drum kit, blindfolded. And everyone's still drooling about it. I'm just sitting here jealous, like, why didn't I just, like, brag about all the shit that I'm doing? Why didn't I just, like, go on Twitter and talk about how many times in a row I'm doing swingerless? Or explaining to these people how hard these tricks are. I never had somebody explain these tricks for me. It's always had to be me. I've always had to explain to people with the history videos, with the explanation videos, with the tutorials, what it's really like playing this game. I've always had to explain myself. I've always had to justify my existence. And then you have people from other communities fucking playing Mario saying, no other game deserves to be speedran at pace. This is the only game that can be speedran. And then when the fucking shit hits the fan and carpetless becomes viable, you're like, oh, nobody grind it! Nobody grind it! I don't want to do it! I don't want to do it myself! Such a competitive community, man. It's totally not smoke and mirrors, this whole fucking Mario thing. It's not smoke and mirrors, no. Most competitive community ever. That's why we act like a bunch of babies when our game gets harder instead of actually playing it. And all, but to make sure, as if you're playing it, make sure you're bragging about it. Make sure you tell how many people you fucking got the trick how many times in a row. I need attention for everything. As soon as that game stops getting viewers, everybody will stop playing it. Very few people will be left in that game. And why do I have to justify my existence when we all know that's the shit that's going on over there? The clout chasing in that game, when they talk like they're better than everybody else, like no other game is worth playing. Why do we have to explain ourselves when someone comes in our chats playing a different game, asking why we're not speedrunning that one in 2023? Why am I the one who has to fucking give an explanation? They're the ones who won't put their money where their mouth is. If they talk like every other game is so fucking easy, why don't they just run every other game? No, they'd rather just sit in their comfort zone and play Mario, but when Mario gets a new trick, that's out of their comfort zone too. So what do they want, man? They just want to fucking talk shit and act like they're better than us. Everybody thinks they're fucking better because of the character in their game and how many people watch it and how many streamers know about it. Mark my words, this is the beginning of the end. 5 years from now, we'll see who's playing that game. Because I like what I see. I see people who care about the game. And it's a fantastic game. One of the, if not the best game ever made. But they don't make it look that way. And that's the same fucking problem that we have too, man. We all have problems. I'm not perfect. I try my best, but we're all really, really good at making these good games look bad. Anyway, I gotta go work on the subathon retrospective. This will be up on the main channel later today. So thanks for watching. If you missed it, you can go watch it there. I'm tired of these motherfuckers. They need to hear.